Stop living on autopilot. Take control of your life. You are not tired. You are distracted. And if that sentence hurts, it's because it's true. Let me ask you something in the next few seconds. When was the last time you felt fully alive? Not entertained. Not scrolling. Not distracted. Truly alive. Most people today are not living. They are just reacting. Reacting to notifications. Reacting to messages. Reacting to deadlines. Reacting to other people's lives on social media. You wake up, you check your phone. You eat while watching something. You sleep with the screen in your hand. And somewhere in between, your dreams are waiting quietly. This is not motivation. This is a wake-up call. If nothing changes, your life will look exactly the same next year. Same habits. Same excuses. Same frustration. And deep inside, you know that scares you. But here is the good news. You are not broken. You are just unconscious. And today, you wake up. Lesson 1, you are living on autopilot. Most people are not choosing their life. They are repeating it. Same routine. Same thinking. Same complaints. You say you want change. But your day looks exactly like yesterday. You want confidence. But you avoid uncomfortable situations. You want better English. But you only watch and never speak. You want success. But you protect your comfort. Autopilot feels safe. It feels normal. But it is dangerous. Because years pass quickly. You blink. 1 year is gone. You blink again. 5 years are gone. And one day you look in the mirror and ask, what did I actually build? Modern life makes autopilot easy. Algorithms decide what you see. Trends decide what you buy. Society decides what is success. And without realizing it, you stop deciding for yourself. That is how dreams die. Not with failure, but with repetition. Solution. Start one conscious action every day. One thing that moves your life forward. Read 10 pages. Speak English for 10 minutes. Exercise for 20 minutes. Small awareness creates big change. Break the pattern. Interrupt the routine. Wake up inside your own life. If this is already hitting you, then don't just listen. Stay till the end. Because the next few minutes can change the way you see your life. And if you truly want to grow, not just feel motivated for one day, subscribe now. This channel is for people who are ready to become better. Lesson 2, you are addicted to comfort. Comfort is sweet. But too much comfort is poison. You don't feel it immediately. It feels good to scroll. It feels good to delay. It feels good to avoid hard conversations. It feels good to stay silent when you should speak. But comfort steals confidence. Think about this. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you are teaching yourself, I am weak. And slowly, that becomes your identity. You want to wake up early. But the bed feels warm. You want to go to the gym. But the couch feels soft. You want to practice speaking English. But fear feels safer. Comfort says, relax. You can start tomorrow. Growth says, start now. Even if it's messy. The modern world is built to keep you comfortable. Fast food. Fast entertainment. Instant pleasure. But real success is slow. Real confidence is built in discomfort. If you never feel uncomfortable, you will never feel powerful. Solution. Do one uncomfortable thing daily. Speak even if your voice shakes. Wake up when the alarm rings. Say no when you mean no. Growth lives outside comfort. And every time you step outside, your identity becomes stronger. Lesson 3, you think you have time. This is the biggest illusion of our generation. You think you have time. I'm still young. I'll start next year. Once things calm down. But life does not slow down for you. Your parents are aging. Your body is aging. Your opportunities are changing. Time is moving quietly. And it never announces when it's almost gone. Look at your last 3 years. How fast did they pass? Did you use them fully? Or did they disappear in scrolling, distractions, and waiting? You don't need to panic. But you need to respect time. Every day you delay action, you make your future heavier. The truth is simple. If you don't build your dream now, someone else is building theirs. Solution. Stop saying someday. Replace it with a date. Replace it with today. Write one clear goal. Take one step before you sleep tonight. Even a small step changes direction. And direction and action is more important than speed. Lesson 4. You confuse movement with progress. Being busy is not the same as growing. You answer messages. You attend meetings. You watch videos. You plan. You think. You research. But are you building? Modern life keeps you busy. Notifications make you feel important. But busyness can be a trap. You feel productive. But nothing actually changes. Real progress is uncomfortable and quiet. It doesn't always look exciting. It looks like repetition, practice, discipline, focus. For example, you say you want better English. Watching motivational videos is movement. Speaking daily is progress. You say you want a better body. Buying gym clothes is movement. Lifting weights consistently is progress. See the difference? Progress is boring. But it works. Solution. Every night ask yourself one question. What did I build today? Not what did I consume. Not what did I watch. What did I build? If the answer is nothing, tomorrow must be different. Now listen carefully. You are not lazy. You are distracted. You are not weak. You are untrained. You are not behind. You are asleep. And today is your alarm. You still have time. You still have energy. You still have the ability to change direction. The real enemy is inside you. You think your problem is outside. It's not. It's not your family. Not your job. Not your country. Not your situation. It's the version of you that keeps choosing easy over necessary. And until you defeat that version, nothing changes. This part may feel uncomfortable, but growth always begins. Your habits are designing your future. Your future is not created by your dreams. It is created by your daily habits. You say you want success. But what do you repeat every day? If you sleep late every night, your future will be tired. If you scroll for hours, your future will be distracted. If you avoid practice, your future will be average. Habits are silent architects. They build your life without asking permission. And the scary part is this. You don't feel the damage immediately. One lazy day feels small. One missed workout feels harmless. 1 hour wasted feels normal. But repetition is powerful. Small good habits create powerful identities. Small bad habits create weak identities. Look at your last 30 days. They are a preview of your next 5 years. If nothing changes, nothing improves. Your habits are either building your confidence or destroying it. There is no neutral. Solution: choose one keystone habit. Just one. Wake up at a fixed time. Read daily. Practice English for 15 minutes. Exercise 3 times a week. Don't try to change everything at once. Just win one habit first. Build proof that you can trust yourself. Then build more habits slowly. When habits improve, identity improves. And when identity improves, your future changes automatically. Lesson 6. Your weak version is winning. Inside you, there are 2 versions. One wants growth. One wants comfort. One wants discipline. One wants excuses. The problem is not that you have a weak side. Everyone does. The problem is that you feed it daily. When the alarm rings and you hit snooze, the weak version wins. When you say, "I'll start tomorrow," the weak version wins. When you stay silent because you fear judgment, the weak version wins. And every time it wins, your confidence loses. Confidence is not something you feel. It is something you earn. You earn it by defeating your weaker self repeatedly. Modern life makes the weak version stronger. Easy entertainment. Fast pleasure. Instant validation. But strength grows slowly. It requires resistance. The battle is not you versus the world. It is you versus you. And if you don't consciously choose the stronger version, the weaker one will control your life by default. Solution: start noticing small internal battles. When you feel resistance, pause and ask, which version of me is speaking right now? Then choose the stronger one. Even if it's uncomfortable. Especially if it's uncomfortable. Every small victory builds self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of power. Lesson 7, excuses feel good but destroy you. Excuses are dangerous because they feel intelligent. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I'll do it when things are better. These sentences sound reasonable. But they are silent poison. Excuses protect your ego. They protect you from feeling failure. They protect you from discomfort. But they also protect you from growth. Look at successful people. They are not perfect. They are not fearless. They are not always motivated. They just stop negotiating with excuses. You can either have results or excuses. You cannot have both. And be honest. How many dreams have you postponed because of one comfortable excuse? Modern life gives you unlimited ways to justify delay. You can always say you are busy. You can always say you are stressed. But stress does not disappear by avoiding responsibility. It increases. Excuses give temporary relief. Action gives long-term freedom. Solution: next time you catch yourself making an excuse, don't fight it. Write it down. Then ask one question. Is this a reason or just fear? If it's fear, act anyway. Reduce the task. Make it smaller. But do something. Movement kills excuses. Action builds clarity. Lesson 8, discipline is self-respect. Most people think discipline is punishment. It's not. Discipline is self-respect in action. When you wake up on time, you are telling yourself, my goals matter. When you practice even when tired, you are telling yourself, I keep promises. When you avoid distractions, you are telling yourself, my future is important. Self-respect is not built by positive thinking. It is built by consistent action. And here is something powerful. The more you respect yourself, the less you need validation from others. You stop comparing. You stop chasing approval. You stop explaining yourself. Because discipline creates inner stability. In modern times, where everything is fast and easy, discipline has become rare. That is why disciplined people stand out. They don't talk more. They do more. They don't complain more. They execute more. And slowly, silently, their life becomes different. Solution: make one promise to yourself today. A small one. Keep it for 30 days. No excuses. No negotiation. Build trust with yourself. Because once you trust yourself, you become unstoppable. Why you still feel stuck? You are trying. But you still feel stuck. You watch videos. You make plans. You promise yourself, this time will be different. But weeks pass. And nothing really changes. That feeling is heavy. It makes you doubt yourself. It makes you think maybe you are not capable. But listen carefully. You are not stuck because you are weak. You are stuck because your mind is playing tricks on you. And today, we expose those tricks. Lesson 9, overthinking is hidden fear. You call it thinking. You call it planning. You call it being careful. But most of the time, it is just fear. You want to start a YouTube channel. You think about the camera, the lighting, the script, the comments, the judgment. You want to speak English. You think about your accent, your grammar, your mistakes, what people will say. You want to apply for a job. You think about rejection before even sending the application. That is not intelligence. That is fear wearing a smart mask. Overthinking feels productive, but it is paralysis. You imagine every possible failure. You prepare for embarrassment that hasn't even happened. And because of that, you never start. The truth is simple. You don't need clarity before action. You get clarity because of action. Solution: set a rule. Think for 10 minutes. Act for the next 30. Reduce the thinking time. Increase the doing time. You don't need the perfect plan. You need movement. Action destroys fear faster than waiting for permission. Be honest. How many times have you waited for someone to approve you? Waiting for someone to say you are good enough. Waiting for someone to support you. Waiting for the right time. You want to start something new, but you think, what will my family say? What will my friends think? What if they laugh? So you wait. You wait for confidence. You wait for courage. You wait for validation. But nobody is coming with permission. The world does not send you a message saying, you are ready now. The people you admire did not wait. They started when they were scared. They started when they were doubted. Modern life trains you to seek approval. Likes. Comments. Followers. But real growth happens quietly. If you keep waiting for someone to choose you, you will stay invisible. Solution: pick yourself. Today. Give yourself permission. Say, I may not be perfect, but I am starting. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need you to believe enough to take one step. Lesson 11, you care too much about opinions. This one hurts. You are living your life based on what other people might think. You don't post because someone might judge. You don't speak because someone might laugh. You don't try because someone might doubt. But here is the truth. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to think about you. And even if they judge you, so what? Are they building your future? Are they paying your bills? Are they chasing your dreams? No. Yet you let their imaginary opinions control your real life. Social media makes this worse. You compare your beginning to someone else's highlight. You see their success, their confidence, their achievements. And you shrink. But you don't see their struggles, their failures, their nights of doubt. Comparison steals peace. And caring too much about opinions steals courage. Solution: shift your focus. Instead of asking, what will they think, ask, what will I think about myself if I don't try? Your self-respect matters more than public approval. Choose long-term pride over short-term comfort. Lesson 12, you don't trust yourself. This is the deepest reason you feel stuck. You don't trust yourself. You make plans, but you don't believe you will follow them. You set goals, but you expect yourself to quit. Why? Because you have broken promises to yourself too many times. You said you would wake up early. You didn't. You said you would start studying. You didn't. You said you would exercise. You didn't. And slowly, your mind learned something dangerous. It learned that your words mean nothing. When you don't trust yourself, even simple goals feel impossible. But trust is not built overnight. It is built through small consistency. You don't need to become a new person tomorrow. You need to keep one small promise today. Confidence does not come from motivation. It comes from proof. Solution: lower the goal. Raise the consistency. Promise yourself something small and non-negotiable. 5 minutes of reading. 10 minutes of speaking practice. 1 workout. Keep that promise for 30 days. Build evidence that you are reliable. When you trust yourself again, momentum becomes natural. Become the person who wins. You don't get a new life by changing your goals. You get a new life by changing your identity. Most people try to change results. Very few try to change who they are. You say, I want success. But do you see yourself as successful? You say, I want confidence. But do you believe you are a confident person? Your identity controls your behavior. And your behavior controls your results. Lesson 13, identity comes before success. You don't become successful and then confident. You become confident first. Then success follows. You don't wake up one day as a disciplined person. You act disciplined before you feel disciplined. Most people wait to feel ready. Winners act before they feel ready. If you say, I am bad at English, your brain will find proof. If you say, I am not good at business, your brain will protect that belief. Your mind wants consistency. It wants to prove you right. So if you want different results, you must speak differently about yourself. Stop saying, I'm trying. Start saying, I'm becoming. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I'm learning. Identity is powerful. The person who says, I am a reader, reads daily. The person who says, I am healthy, chooses better food. The person who says, I am disciplined, wakes up even when tired. Your identity creates your standards. And your standards create your life. Solution: choose one identity today. Just one. I am someone who keeps promises. Then prove it with small actions. Repeat it daily. Act like it daily. Identity is not something you find. It is something you build. Lesson 14: Small daily wins rebuild confidence. You don't need a big victory. You need small proof. Confidence is not built in one big moment. It is built in tiny daily wins. You wake up when the alarm rings. That is a win. You finish your workout. That is a win. You speak English even with mistakes. That is a win. And when you collect these small wins, something changes inside you. You start trusting yourself. Most people destroy confidence because they aim too big, too fast. They promise massive change. They fail. Then they feel weak. Stop chasing dramatic transformation. Chase consistent improvement. If you improve just 1% every day, in 1 year, you are a completely different person. Modern society celebrates overnight success. But real growth is boring, repetitive, quiet. And that is why most people quit. They want fireworks. But success is slow fire. Solution: create a win list. Every night, write 3 small wins from your day. It can be simple. I studied for 20 minutes. I avoided junk food. I finished my task. Build evidence. Confidence grows from proof. Your environment is shaping you. Look at your environment. Your friends. Your phone. Your room. Your habits. All of it is shaping you. If you spend time with people who complain, you will complain. If you spend hours on negative content, your mind becomes negative. If your room is messy, your focus becomes messy. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your environment. That is why change feels hard. Because you are trying to grow in the same environment that kept you small. You say you want focus. But your phone is always next to you. You say you want discipline. But you surround yourself with distraction. Environment is silent influence. And if you don't design it, it designs you. Solution: change one part of your environment. Clean your room. Put your phone away while working. Spend less time with negative people. Follow content that educates you instead of draining you. Small environment changes create big mindset shifts. Lesson 16: Focus is a skill, not talent. You think some people are naturally focused. They are not. They trained it. Focus is like a muscle. If you never use it, it becomes weak. If you train it daily, it becomes powerful. Modern life destroys focus. Notifications. Short videos. Constant stimulation. Your brain gets addicted to quick dopamine. Then when you try to study or work deeply, your mind feels bored. That boredom is not weakness. It is withdrawal from distraction. If you want to build something meaningful, you must protect your focus. 1 hour of deep work is more powerful than 5 hours of distracted effort. You don't need to work all day. You need to work with attention. And attention is power. Solution: start with 20 minutes of deep focus daily. No phone. No notifications. No multitasking. Just one task. Train your mind slowly. Increase the time gradually. Focus grows when you respect it. Lesson 17: no risk, no story. Look at any life you admire. It has risk. It has uncertainty. It has moments where that person did not know what would happen next. You cannot build a meaningful life by playing safe forever. You cannot create something powerful by avoiding all discomfort. You want a better career, but you are afraid to apply. You want to speak English confidently, but you are afraid to make mistakes. You want to start something of your own, but you are afraid of failure. So you wait. And while you wait, nothing changes. Safety feels good in the moment. But long-term, safety becomes a cage. At the end of your life, you will not regret the risks you took. You will regret the chances you avoided. Growth requires uncertainty. If everything feels comfortable, you are not expanding. Solution: take one controlled risk this week. Speak up in a meeting. Post your work online. Apply for something that feels slightly scary. Not reckless risk. Intentional risk. Growth begins where comfort ends. Lesson 18. Comparison is stealing your peace. Comparison is silent destruction. You open social media. You see someone younger earning more. Someone speaking better. Someone traveling. Someone succeeding. And suddenly, your progress feels small. You forget how far you have come. You forget your own struggles. You start measuring your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 20. And that destroys motivation. Comparison creates pressure. Pressure creates anxiety. Anxiety creates inaction. You start thinking, I am behind. I am not good enough. Maybe this is not for me. But you don't see the full picture. You don't see their failures. You don't see their preparation. You only see the highlight. And highlights are not reality. The only comparison that matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are today. Solution: reduce exposure to content that makes you feel small. Replace comparison with learning. Instead of asking, why am I not there? Ask, what can I learn from this? Focus on your lane. Build your pace. Progress is personal. Lesson 19, you become what you tolerate. This one is uncomfortable. Look at what you are tolerating. Are you tolerating laziness from yourself? Are you tolerating disrespect from others? Are you tolerating distractions that destroy your focus? What you allow becomes your standard. If you allow yourself to quit easily, quitting becomes normal. If you allow negativity in your circle, negativity becomes your environment. If you allow excuses daily, excuses become identity. High standards create high performance. Low standards create average results. You say you want a better life. But do your standards match that desire? You cannot expect excellence while tolerating mediocrity. The moment you raise your standards, your behavior must rise too. It will feel uncomfortable. But discomfort is growth adjusting your identity. Solution: identify one thing you are tolerating that weakens you. Remove it. Raise your standard in one area. It could be sleep, discipline, language, work ethic, or boundaries. Small increases in standards create massive long-term change. Lesson 20, if not now, when? There is always a reason to delay. You are busy. You are tired. You are waiting for better timing. But let's be honest. When will everything be perfect? When will fear disappear? When will doubt go away? Never. Action does not come after perfect conditions. It creates better conditions. The idea that you will start one day is the biggest lie you tell yourself. One day becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. Next year becomes regret. Time is moving. Your dreams are either growing or fading. There is no pause button. You are either building momentum or building excuses. And here is the truth. If you do not respect your dreams, nobody else will. If you do not act on your potential, it will slowly disappear. You don't need a big leap. You need a decision. A decision that says, I refuse to stay small. Solution: take immediate action after this video. Not tomorrow. Today. Send that message. Open that book. Practice for 20 minutes. Start before your fear talks you out of it. Speed matters when fighting procrastination. Now listen carefully. You are more capable than you think. You are more prepared than you feel. Fear is not a stop sign. It is a signal that you are about to grow. The difference between average and exceptional is not talent. It is courage. The courage to risk. The courage to stop comparing. The courage to raise standards. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's good. Growth always feels uncomfortable first. But don't stop here. Subscribe and become part of this journey. We are not here for temporary motivation. We are here for real change. One video at a time. One decision at a time. One disciplined day at a time. Your future version is watching you. Make sure it feels proud. No more waiting. You have listened this far. That already tells me something about you. You are not average. Average people quit after 5 minutes. Average people look for entertainment. You stayed for transformation. But now comes the most important part. Information is useless without decision. You have heard about habits, identity, focus, discipline, risk, standards. But none of it matters if you close this video and go back to the same routine. This is the moment where most people fail. They feel inspired. They say, "This was powerful." And then they do nothing. Not because they are bad, but because action feels uncomfortable. Let me tell you something clearly. Your life will not change because you understood these words. Your life will change because you move. Right now, there are two futures in front of you. In one future, you close this video, scroll a little, sleep, and tomorrow looks exactly like yesterday. One more week passes. One more month. One more year. And slowly, you start accepting average as normal. In the other future, you stand up today and take one uncomfortable step. One small action. One decision that says, "I am done living small." Both futures are possible. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is courage. You keep waiting for a perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. You keep waiting to feel confident. Confidence comes after action. You keep waiting for support. Support comes after progress. You keep waiting for fear to disappear. Fear disappears after movement. Everything you are waiting for is on the other side of action. You say you want to change. But change is not a thought. It is a commitment. It is waking up when you don't feel like it. It is practicing when nobody is watching. It is working when nobody is clapping. It is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. Let me speak to you honestly. Maybe you are struggling right now. Maybe your money is low. Maybe your confidence is low. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you feel tired of trying. Maybe nobody understands what is going on inside your head. But listen carefully. This is not your final version. You are not finished. You are in transition. And transition feels uncomfortable. When a seed grows into a tree, it breaks the soil first. Breaking feels painful. But it is growth. When muscles grow, they tear first. Tearing feels uncomfortable. But it is strength. When identity changes, old habits resist. Resistance feels hard. But it is transformation. Do not confuse discomfort with failure. Discomfort means expansion. Right now, you have a choice. You can stay the same and protect your comfort. Or you can step forward and protect your future. Nobody is coming to save you. And that is not bad news. That is power. Because if nobody is coming, that means it is in your hands. You are not waiting for permission anymore. You are not waiting for perfect timing. You are not waiting for motivation. You are deciding. Deciding that you will respect your time. Deciding that you will build discipline. Deciding that you will speak even if your voice shakes. Deciding that you will work even if progress is slow. Deciding that you will trust yourself again. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about becoming consistent. You don't need to change your whole life tonight. You need to change your direction. 1 degree of change today creates a completely different destination tomorrow. Stand up after this. Not dramatically. Quietly. Calmly. But seriously. Write down one action you will take in the next 24 hours. Not next week. Not next month. Next 24 hours. It can be small. But it must be real. And when you complete it, do not celebrate loudly. Just smile. Because you kept a promise to yourself. And that is how self-respect begins. You are not here to live small. You are not here to copy others. You are not here to survive. You are here to build. To grow. To evolve. To become someone your younger self would admire. The world does not reward potential. It rewards execution. You have potential. Now execute. Years from now, you will either thank yourself for starting today, or regret that you didn't. And the painful truth is this. Regret lasts longer than discomfort. So choose discomfort. Choose growth. Choose courage. Choose yourself. Because no one else can do it for you. This is your life. Not a rehearsal. Not a practice round. Not a draft. This is it. And you are capable of more than you think. You are stronger than your fear. You are bigger than your doubt. You are not behind. You are beginning. Now move. Not tomorrow. Now.